Welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard.
And this is episode 215.
215, I swear to God, I ain't got the pink eye.
So we are in the building once more for another week. Thank y'all for checking us out. We appreciate everything that y'all do. We got a lot to talk about. So how was your week this week, my good sir?
Pretty slow. First of all, I want to apologize about, I was trying to get the lyrical breakdown together.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
it's all
apologize
good, man.
about that. But yeah, I usually try to, way, things are now, I try to get stuff, because that's how you kind of see me at different times.
Right.
I try to get the first part in the morning, and then maybe get the other part. So that's so we can help, and plus it helps me to remind myself, oh yeah, I gotta do this. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent with that. Week was pretty solid. Nothing too much happening.
Okay.
How was your week?
It was pretty good, but I mean, it was kind of slow. I mean, it was a good week, but it went by really slow. I was like, my God, I'm just so ready for the weekend again. It's I think it's just the job. The job, they can stress you out, man, to the point where you just like, I'm ready for the weekend, even though it's Monday. I just started back working, and I'm already ready for the weekend.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just that's why niggas don't, with the job situation. People like, oh, these are lazy Americans. They don't want to work. Oh, let me fix that real quick. These lazy Americans don't want to work. That's like, nah, man, we tired of y'all exploiting us and shit. Man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you gonna work hard.
What up, R2G2?
And you gonna work hard, but then it's like you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then they're gonna tell you you're lazy,
right?
And it's like, nah, y'all just y'all don't want to do shit, but you depend on us to do shit. Yeah. Like niggas tired of that
Most
shit.
of y'all wouldn't do the jobs that we do. Sitting comfortable at the top.
Very comfortable.
But yeah,
we'll get. I'm about to say, speaking of sitting very comfortable, we'll talk about that. In one of our topics today. So give y'all a heads up. So
definitely, man. So yep. So but yeah, anything new with your job or anything?
No, man. It's just same old warehouse shit. That's about it.
I feel you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We top 5 Dead or Alive, best rapper alive.
Yeah, man.
Wrap the furniture, you know what I'm saying? That's what.
But yeah, it's just been a week, man. So yeah, I guess there's not too much to talk about on that. I ordered a shirt for the concert me and Howie going to for the Wu-Tang and Nas New York State of Mind tour.
Right,
just came in yesterday. Yeah, man. So kind of ready for that, you know what I mean? So yep. But yeah, anyway, before we go too far, we gotta send some condolences out. Rapper Trina, her niece, her name is Tony Chester, was shot and killed in Miami earlier, within the past couple of days, earlier this week.
I thought that was last week.
Was it last week?
That's what I thought.
Like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm still thinking about that DJ, the rap.
When it fell off. Yeah, that's different. But, yeah. But yeah, I feel you. It's been so many, man. It's easy to get stuff, mixed up. But, our condolences out to her, man. I don't know the circumstances, but all I know is she was shot to death somewhere in Miami. That's Trina's hometown, and I don't know, man. I just hate to hear that, man. The gun violence is crazy, so, y'all be careful out here.
Yeah, shit getting crazy, man. Well, it's going to get worse, man. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on in this country that, honestly, the people ain't really, the media used to be able to talk, but they ain't really telling you everything. A lot of shit about to go down, man. So people going to get crazy. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you with
No, but you're right, though. It's going to get worse, man. Worse. But anyway, let's give her a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. Much appreciated. So, Trina hasn't really done much talking about it, but, a few news outlets have talked about that. So, Trina's probably trying to just take it easy, soak it all in, man, because that's rough, man.
Yeah,
it's one thing to lose a family member, but to lose them to gun violence and all that, man, that's crazy.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I'm assuming she wasn't really that type of person.
I would hope not.
Saying? Yeah.
But, you never know nowadays, because we later on, we got to talk about T.I.'s son and him and his altercations and running his mouth. So hopefully that's not how it was with her. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day. Howie's question of the day was...
Conway and Flex, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? They have actually squashed their beef, so, that's a good thing. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but, where do we go from here? How should this play out at this point? I don't know, man. For me, I'm glad they squashed the beef, but I really want to know, what's Funk Flex going to do? Is he going to switch it up and actually say, hey, let me try to do better? Or is he like, nah, I'm standing on my ground. This is what it is. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see. But, it's a good question. Where do we go from here? What do you think about that?
Like, we'll discuss it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into it
a little bit later.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, y'all let us know in the comments, how y'all think things should play out now that Funk Flex and Conway have squashed their beef, and where do we go from here? All right. So, we're going to jump into some birthdays real quick. So I only got a couple today. Yesterday was my man Petey Pablo, straight out of North Carolina.
Who my Petey Pablo, motherfucker?
Yes, sir. So happy birthday to him. Coming up tomorrow on the 24th, my man Esoteric from Czarface. Happy birthday to him. Coming up on the 27th, we got two. We got my man Tory Lanez. The Pinky Toe Shooter.
No, damn. Pinky Toe.
And my man Westside Gunn on the same day from Griselda. So happy birthday to them. Boom. Exactly. Griselda staying in the headlines, man. So yeah, let's give them all some claps if you don't mind.
Claps. Oh, hold on. Well, hold on.
Yeah. So, and again, thank y'all for checking us out week after week. Once again, don't forget, hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters. We need money.
Funds
allocated.
So we can get the school.
We really gonna make a school one of these days.
Yeah, we're gonna make a school.
Speaking of school, we got to get my man we had on the show from A&T, Byron Turner.
Yeah.
He teaches hip hop up there at the school. So
man, it's sad, man. I want to I would love to take a class, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we need it. Yeah, I might need to reach out to him and get him on the show again. I definitely need to do that.
Yeah, man.
Because that was really cool.
Yep. And if y'all can't notice it, my man got the Wu-Tang shirt on. We got to flex a little. Got to get that W going, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing with.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, speaking of Wu-Tang, let's go ahead and jump into some new music real quick. So, speaking of Wu, actually, my man Dave East just did a song with Method Man.
Word.
Yeah, called Unbelievable.
So, hold on. So basically, this nigga did a song
with himself.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Exactly.
Yeah, the nigga.
The nigga that played the nigga did the same to play the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's dope.
But that's still dope, though.
Yeah. Definitely. So, yep. And then, so that's called Unbelievable. Y'all check that out. My man RJ Payne got a song with King Crook and Shoe Gang.
Okay.
Called Execution Style. That joint go hard. So, RJ Payne, he loved those collaborations, man. And I think he likes those a lot because it gives him a chance to try to outshine everybody else. Because he's one of them rappers. When he rap, he's trying to outshine everybody.
Yeah.
So I think he be doing them collabs on purpose. Like, all right, let me throw a song with you and you and you. Let me see if I can outshine all y'all niggas, you know? So anyway.
That's a challenge, man. Because, I mean, that's the thing, too. Like, especially against King Crook.
Right.
King Crook ain't no slouch.
That dude is a beast.
God, man.
So, yeah, y'all should go check that out. It's called Execution Style. It's, like I said, RJ Payne, King Crook, and Shoe Gang. And Shoe Gang is pretty dope, too.
Oh, that's the original Horseshoe Gang, right?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, when they went against Hobson and them,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love Hobson and them, but nah, they weren't fucking with that.
Right. Exactly. So, yep. And then also on the Woo front, we got my man Raekwon did a song with Styles P called Time Will Tell. So that's pretty dope. And then my man, another Woo joint, my man Capadonna just dropped something called Bring It Out.
Okay.
Man, that joint go hard. The beat, it gives you that classic Wu-Tang beat feeling. So, I love that one. I think that's my favorite out of the new songs I've heard recently.
Man, Wu getting busy.
Yep, and I heard a new joint by The Game called Violence. That's dope. So The Game, he dropping his Drillmatic album. It hasn't come out yet. I thought it had already come out, but it's not out yet, but it will be out soon. So, yeah.
Yeah, The Game's decent. But I mean, I think he definitely, hopefully, with this be his second win, but he definitely missed some opportunities because of, well, I won't get into that, but anyway, continue.
Honestly, man, The Game is one of my favorite lyricists. Not, from the West Coast, of course, but in general, he's a dope lyricist. I don't think he gets enough credit because he stays in so much drama. You kind of overlook his lyrics. But
yeah.
If you go back, man, some of the lyrics, I'll be like, yo, this dude be bodying niggas. I don't know why people he underrated, dude.
That's the thing, man. It's just we come to we're in a way of the culture where, like, just saying stupid shit. Not saying that he say stupid shit. Well, sometimes he has. But saying stupid shit and things is just, that outweighs the actual art. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, that's kind of where it is.
Yep. So, yeah. So that's it for my new music. Y'all go check all that out. We got to jump into some topics. And there was one thing I forgot to tell you, how it is. One thing I forgot. I found out Issa Rae has a new show on HBO Max called Rap Shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like an actual scripted show, kind of like that show Queens with Eve and all them.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like these chicks who trying to get into the rap game, and they're out of Miami. Okay. So, Miami is all about a lot of the bass music, the booty shaking, and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's a conflict, because the one girl, she wants to be more conscious and lyrical. Yeah. But they like, that may not sell no records, though.
Yeah, especially not in Miami. Right. I mean, because, you gotta respect, Yeah. Anyway, continue.
But that's it. It's basically that, and that's the conflict of the show, from what I understand. I'm going to go watch it after this, because I just found out about it right before you got here. Okay. And so it's called Rap Shit, and, it's just a conflict of, should I be lyrical, or should I go with them and be doing all the booty popping and twerking and, just to sell the records? So, that's a good conflict, and that's a good storyline for these days, because it's an issue that's going on with a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. But anyway, so I'm gonna check it out. We'll report next week on what it is, how it goes, and I'll let y'all know how good it is or not, whatever. The people who are in it, I didn't recognize it from the trailer. I didn't recognize any of the faces. So I don't think it's anybody like big name, but if it was, it might just be somebody I don't know that I just don't keep up with. But it looks like a good concept, though. Anyway, so Westside Gunn, he said earlier this week, Jay Electronica might be on Griselda. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that would be dope, man. I mean, Jay Electronica, he's been down with Rock Nation under their management. And, he's dropped a couple of albums, but they haven't really had that much success. No. Especially the joint he did where Jay-Z was on like every record. It's like, it's cool, but you overdoing it, calm down with the Hova reference, I mean, you got to let Jay do one, maybe two, but you know, normally one is good, you know, and then let it go, you know, let it ride. But
that ain't me.
Damn dog, man.
Yeah, I'm saying, man.
Back there, huffing and puffing and shit. But anyway, so yeah, so let's see if this happens. I'm gonna slap the shit out this dog.
Dang, son. Don't slap the dog.
She keep doing that shit every time I start talking. But anyway, I hope that Griselda can do something good with Jay Electronica, because maybe, you know, something about their structure might help get him to a broader audience.
I definitely think, well, there's a thing though. He would still be under Rock Nation because Zelda got a partnership with
right.
Rock
So
Nation.
he'd still be affiliated.
So he'd still be affiliated.
Yeah.
I would say
cool,
this.
You know.
Yeah, I would say this. I mean, I think he'd be a good fit for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I mean, other than the, you know, I don't know how he's gonna, you know, with the drug reference and things that Zelda does. I don't know how he's gonna do that. But maybe he can, maybe him being there, he can kind of, you know, maybe smooth it out.
Right.
And then bring a different type of vibration or a different type of, you know, different type of vibe to the Griselda camp. But yeah, that would be interesting. Definitely something worth to see.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't checked Jay Electronica's page to see if he confirmed it, but Westside Gunn was basically like, I think Jay Electronica might be on Griselda. Y'all go ask him.
Boom, 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 boom.
So that would be dope. So we're gonna see how it play out. I would love to see him do some songs with them too. So
facts.
Yeah. Cause, Jay Electronica is one of those underrated lyricists as well. He don't get enough credit for his lyricism, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let's jump back into the Conway and Funk Flex thing since we're talking about Griselda. About them squashing their beef. You know what I mean? They did, to kind of commemorate the whole thing, they did a freestyle. I don't know if Flex helped produce it, but basically they did a freestyle where it's called the R.I.P. Steve Smith freestyle. R.I.P. Steve Smith. So, you know, and I heard it, and it was a dope freestyle. I don't think Funk Flex like talks on it or anything like that, but I feel like he helped like produce the beat or something like that, or he, you know, they partnered up in some kind of way to just show we squashed it. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's interesting to me. I just really want to know, is Funk Flex actually going to play their music and other artists like them, who are grimy, underground, hardcore, street hip hop? You know what I mean? And I don't give a damn what nobody say. They represent New York. You can say, oh, they Buffalo. They still represent New York. You know what I mean? As a state, they represent New York, and they have that familiar New York sound that a lot of us New Yorkers like, and those who grew up on the original art form like. You know, not that we don't like nothing else, but, you know, if that's where you're from, you tend to like that a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the throwback, and then they didn't, I think they even explained in their whole thing, like, they didn't really get the chance. Like, wow, the Boroughs, they got the chance to experience the 90s. Yeah. They didn't really get the chance to get in with that scene. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like them getting it in. Yeah. And the cool thing about it, like, everybody like them, really. Yeah. I mean, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? But, like, going back, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, Flex ain't giving no spins. But, I mean, at the same time, I do have to agree with them on some of the stuff they have. The things they have, that's not for, like, a radio listener, you know, pop, chewing gum, bubble gum popping ass artist, audience. That's no offense to them. It's just, you know, that's what they like. They want, you know, they want to snap and, do dances with instructions and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Little, dumbed down references. They ain't, I mean.
But see, my thing is this, though. A lot of drill music gets put on the radio, though.
Yeah, but
they talking about killing and all of this crazy stuff.
But I'm not talking about content. I'm talking about the way it's structured.
Uh-huh.
That's what when I hear people saying it ain't for the radio, it's like that's a throwback. People, kids not gonna get that, nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the drill and all that stuff, they understand that. You know what I'm saying? They understand that. The only thing I can expect about them drill rappers, boy, they live they shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
They live they shit. I don't know they live long with they shit, right. But they live they shit.
They live it, but they might not live long, but they live it.
I am not denying they don't live they shit, because they live it.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, but with Griselda, like I said, they're you know what I'm saying, they're more like I'm not gonna say underground, but they kind of, they got their cult following, and you know what I'm saying, the style is a whole lot different than what today music is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I understand why people were saying, like, this ain't made for, radio spins, because it's not.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
For the, you know what I'm saying? Not for this time.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about that, the Conway and Funk Flex situation. I mean, it's great that they squashed it, but, how do y'all think things are going to play out? You know what I mean? So, and I mean, they doing their thing on XM radio, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they get good spins on there.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, Shade the boss.
Right.
You want to make sure they get through, so yeah.
Yep. So I really would like to hear them more on people like Funk Flex. I mean, even if they're not in heavy rotation, I would love to hear, once or twice a day, throw a Griselda in there. You know what I mean? So the kids have a little more variety. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I like variety. I don't like to just hear the same old,
shit, yeah.
Little this is up next, and Little that is up after that, and Little such and such, and Young Thug is right after that.
And then Little, you know what I mean? Young Thug in jail still. Young Thug ain't gonna be up with shit.
Right. But you know what I mean? I'm just, making an example, but,
Young Thug, the only thing about that situation, we can talk about that a little bit, is, that like, when the lady was talking about, hey, what you feel about the movement, with Black Lives and the police. Oh, we over here having fun over here. Yeah, that's coming back to bite him hard.
Right, exactly. Yeah, man. So, let's go ahead and talk about.
Don't worry about that.
Let's talk about T.I. and his son. His son got into a little altercation at the Waffle House, where all altercations happen.
At the Waffle Hut.
Right.
They brought his bitch.
I call it the Awful House.
To the Waffle Hut. Y'all looking at me like I'm some type of fuck up. And this motherfucker here brought his bitch to the motherfucking Waffle Hut. I'm sorry. Every time I hear about Waffle House, that's what I think. You ever seen that movie, The Lady Killers? Yeah, fucking bro, he brought his bitch to the Waffle Hut. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a fuck up, and this motherfucker here brought his motherfucking bitch to the motherfucking. Oh shit!
But as the story goes, T.I.'s son King was in the Waffle House eating, and I guess they got his order wrong. And instead of doing the normal thing and just saying, "Hey, my order was wrong," can we get this fixed? He just decides to go off and just, yapping and running his mouth, making threats and all of that. And we got any sound effects of what actually?
Oh, hold on, I gotta
we might have to play some sound effects as to what actually took place after he started running his mouth. You know what I mean? But it's funny to me, man, how young he is and how tough he thinks he is, you know what I mean? But yeah, he kept running his mouth, and then eventually...
He definitely got some.
He got...
Yeah, damn, shut. Excuse me. We ain't paid for the sound effect just yet, so forget that.
Like, you gonna get these ads done.
Okay, forget that.
Your ass.
But that's what he got. He got some of these. They sound a little better now on that speaker than the other joint. The other one sound like Jack. It sound like Jax from Mortal Kombat when he first got that fucking arm ripped off the first time.
Right.
Nigga got on the bag like this. I can't do nothing. Nah, you can't do nothing with them 99-cent goddamn arms and shit. Nah, you can't do shit.
Man, listen. So, as y'all can probably tell, T.I. his son got his ass whooped.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just kept talking shit to these people and wouldn't let it go. And, went outside, left the building, still talking shit. And so eventually, I guess, I don't know how many people, but the whole crew at that Waffle House just came out and whooped his ass. And he kept talking about some, my people about to pull up. We gonna get y'all. My people about to pull up. And they ain't never show up. Then he talk about they just went to Walmart to buy their guns. I was like,
nigga.
Walmart? They going to buy some guns.
Pew, 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 pew. I mean, Walmart got guns, but why would you say? I mean, my thing of it is this.
That's how you can tell he's not a real hood kid. He don't know nothing about hood life. Talking about my people went to Walmart to buy
Walmart?
Man, listen.
Come on, man.
And he's sitting there showing off on the camera how they whooped his ass. I'm like, look, man, they got me. His arm was swole.
They got 30 on me, bro. They got 70 on me, bro.
He said, I had all this shit in my head. He said, y'all should see my back. I'm like, dude, why are you bragging about getting your ass whooped? That's rule number one.
And then my thing of it is this. It's like, these people are working class people.
Right.
And another thing, too, I didn't appreciate T.I. talking down. Those are working class people. They don't want, they there to do a service. And for the most part, I mean, I know people getting confrontation and stuff. There are certain types of people that run that or, do the stuff with Waffle House. I understand it could be confrontation and stuff. But for the most part, these people are trying to work a job and go home.
Yeah.
These are working class people.
Exactly.
They're trying to work. These people are the backbone of America. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to get shit. Yeah. Obviously, you can't do shit because you probably don't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
You probably can't cook a waffle.
Exactly. Why are you letting your son go up there and talk shit and then he defending his son? Like, why would you talk to him like that and he on another level? Man, tell your son to stop talking to adults like that.
Yeah.
Before he get his ass whooped again.
See, it used to be, it's funny because me and Brittany were talking about this. It used to be a time that when you was a certain age and you knew someone was older than you, like an adult, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, no, sir.
Right.
Hey, Mom, Mr. Hanks got ice cream sticks, whatever. I got Freezy Pop. Can I go over to Mr. Hanks and get some? It wasn't like, yo, Frank got ice cream joints. I'm gonna go over.
Good shit.
Yeah, Frank got that good. Yeah, it ain't Mr. Hanks.
Right.
And I'm just using that for example.
Yeah,
Mr. Hanks got this. Yeah, it was respect. You know what I'm saying? But now, man,
it's a whole different game.
And it's just like, and my thing of it is this. The feds watch all this shit.
Yeah.
The feds watch all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gonna come up here and say, yeah, they getting guns, they doing this. So when something pop off and the court come up, all they gotta do is like, well, it says here in the altercation in 723 that you got the strap for your boys.
Do you recall that,
Do you recall that, sir? We got you. We got you saying the affidavit here.
Right. We got the date, the time, everything.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Like, how? What are you thinking?
And I'm sorry. I mean, if one of my kids was doing something like that, you can best believe they about to be embarrassed because they not gonna get me defending them. I'm gonna say, no, my kid was acting like a little jackass, and they not gonna do that again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. It's just, it's just, I feel that, it is apparent that T.I. is not the best parent in the world. I'm not going to say he's a bad parent.
Right.
I'm not going to say he's a bad parent because at least that man's in the children's life and he's got a roof over their head. He provides for them. I'm not going to say he's a bad parent. because at least he's with them kids. But I'm not gonna say he's the best parent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not the best, but I ain't gonna call him a bad parent. But he definitely should be correcting his son more. He should have made an example out of that. Like, this will not happen again because this is not how I raised you to act. But apparently he might have raised him to act.
Oh, yeah.
Son, if you get caught in an expeditious situation, you talk much shit as you want. Expeditiously. I don't care if you right and wrong or wrong and right. Just talk all the shit you want.
And the thing of it is him trying to use them big words on that, on that argument with the whole, with that whole situation. Like, what I'm saying? Especially you being from the hood or, because where was he from Park Hill?
I don't know.
I know you're from Atlanta.
He might be College Park.
College Park. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. I don't know why I said Park Hill is Staten.
Yeah.
My bad.
Park Hill Projects.
Yeah, I got my shit mixed up. Sorry about that. But College Park. I mean, I don't. But my thing of it is, it's like, you of all people should like, look, I know this man's a working man. You know what I'm saying? This is probably all he gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And, he shouldn't have, my son shouldn't have got him like that. He should have just, and then on top of that, it kind of showed the character of the son too. It's like, well, damn, like, you really trying to ride on Waffle House employees?
Right. Exactly. I mean, if you drop this kid off in the real hood, he wouldn't know what to do. He'd be calling Dad, come pick me up, please.
No, we're gonna do
I'll never flex again.
No, do like Dave Chapelle or where that white kid they traded spouses. Yeah, I'm from the streets. Yeah. Well, here, I'm gonna bring your ass here. I said, bring your ass here. I'm gonna take you to the streets. And say, well, this is the hood. They do drugs and stuff out here, and they deal dice game. I'll see you in a week. I'll pick you back up here in a week. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite sketches. That had me dying.
Trading spouses.
Exactly. That was hilarious. But yeah, so I hope that's a lesson to y'all. Never let your kids, make a fool out of themselves and you as a parent. Acting like they all tough and good and well. You grew up in a suburb and some mansion kid.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, play your respective role. You know what kind of kid you are. That ain't you.
And speaking of Dave Chapelle gets canceled or gets the show canceled. First Avenue, and I just pulled up the article tribute to well, we ain't gonna say them peacock motherfuckers. But anyway, so they contributed then. This show was canceled in Minneapolis. First Avenue. That's the venue that he was canceled from after online backlash.
Online back. What's that? What are they talking about with the online backlash? What do they mean by that?
Well, this is the thing. He did a special with the which I told you about, the Duke Ellington School of Arts. He actually talks about that. Okay, Minneapolis First Avenue on Wednesday canceled a Dave Chappelle show at the last minute after facing public backlash for booking the comedian. To the staff, artists, and community, we hear you and we are sorry. The venue said in a statement announcing that the show had been canceled. The decision came after an online petition on change.org. Dave Chappelle has a record of being dangerous to trans people. A record of being dangerous. Can I see the record?
Right. What are you
record?
Talking about, man?
What record?
Come on, man.
Oh, because he whooped the hell out of that one kid talking about it was a transgender man.
Right. I mean, they need to stop that, man.
And First Avenue has a duty to protect the community. The petition, which had just over 120 signatures.
Really?
That's not a lot.
Right. That's nothing.
That's not a lot. What the fuck? So, because 120 of you
out of thousands.
Exactly. So out of 120 you didn't feel safe. Now we gotta cancel the show.
Yo, this is
somebody make it make sense.
That man ain't never done anything to the LGBTQI plus whatever community at all. You know what I mean? Other than be supportive of them and explain his support. And still now y'all looking at him like he a monster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in the special, The Closure, if you watch it, he said he had a transgender friend.
Mm-hmm.
Daphne, who killed herself because of the backlash that the transgender community gave her on Twitter, jumped off a roof and killed herself. That's the story. He also said on the special, not doing no more trans jokes until we get understanding of each other, and then that's when I'll continue.
Yeah.
So he ain't
what
said
part of that.
So you know what I'm saying?
Makes this man dangerous.
But then it's like certain other people from that community is like, you know, they'll be like, well, have you seen the show? Nah, I ain't seen the show. Why do I need to watch it? But it's like, if you've seen it,
right,
you would understand what. Yeah, I mean, he's just joking, but the thing of it is, Chapelle jokes at everybody too.
Yeah,
everybody.
You're making baseless accusations, and it's like, but you know what? It's like people like that, even if they watched it, they would still find some fault with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. See, you see that he said so that means he's attacking us.
Yeah, he's a surf,
right,
or turf. I forgot what the fuck they call them shits. Anyway, so the decision. Okay, Chappelle's actions uphold a violent. I had never heard of this word. Heteronormative culture. I never heard of that word. Right. What the fuck is that?
They making up words.
Heteronormative? What the fuck is that?
They're making up new words.
What the fuck is that? Somebody new question of the day. What the fuck is heteronormative?
Right.
Heteronormative. What the fuck is that? Culture and the
I guess they're trying to say that he's trying to make heterosexuality the norm, like you shouldn't be a part of the LGBT.
But the thing of it, he gave props to the Stonewall gays.
Right.
No one ain't saying shit about that.
Right. I mean, the man has been nothing but supportive.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I mean, this is foolish at this point. I mean, he's been so clear about his support, and like you said, that he even said he would not make any more jokes. Just so we can come to an understanding of each other, and y'all still trying to bring this man.
I don't get it.
As a monster.
That's like the whole time with, you know, when they was doing the thing out of Netflix the first time.
Yeah.
The dude, you know, they come up there with their sign. This one kid had a sign said, "We like Dave."
Right.
Dave was about to tear him shit down, met him with violence. Like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. So we can't say who we like?
Right.
Like if he can't be the opposition and he ain't hurt you, he ain't bothered you.
Right.
So what's going on? All right. So the comedian act on First Avenue would move the Varsity Theater. So I'm assuming Varsity is kind of like in the same area in Minneapolis. Okay, which would honor all the tickets of First Avenue tickets that were originally purchased for the show. And this was on Wednesday, so this was scheduled for Thursday, but it was already been scheduled for Thursday or Friday for the Varsity Theater. So, in the statement, okay, let's see. Statement First Avenue said his team and patrons worked hard to make our venues the safest place in the country, and we will continue that mission. We believe in diverse voices and freedom of artistic expression, but in honor of that, we saw sight of the impact it would have on the theater, blah, 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 yakety smackety. Yeah, that's about it. But it's just like, really, like right now, it just don't, to me, it just don't make sense, man. Make it make sense. Like, I don't get it. If I watched the special, if I was a transgender person, me watching the special, to me, I feel that I would, okay, I understand where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? I understand where he's coming from. I'm glad he took the stand. I'm glad I heard the story about, you know, Daphne. I understand where he's coming through from that. I'm glad he actually gave. That's the thing. How come they're not saying, I'm glad he gave someone from our community a chance to be a comedian?
Right, right.
Like, I'm not hearing that.
Nope.
Not hearing that. So, I mean, unless, I mean, now, give or take, there might be something else going on that I don't know about. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? If they're saying, if the community say, well, you know, he always runs behind her for this, and you know, this, that, and the third. I can understand that they got something, or you know, some angle. I can understand that, but to simply say that you don't like the man because of the special, and you know, some of them haven't watched it. I can't take you seriously.
Right.
I can't.
Not at all. But, you know, of course, y'all, please weigh in the comments. You know, let us know how y'all feel about that. You know, whether you're Team Dave or anti-Dave, you know, whatever side you're on.
We love Dave, man.
But, you know, we support and love Dave, man.
Yeah, we love Dave. I need to make my sign again. We love Dave.
Right.
We love Dave.
But, yeah, man. So, but, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic.